Alright, Smiths, we're continuing our review for the Unit 6 test, and we're moving on to Worksheet 1 now. This is the one with the vocabulary on the front. This one doesn't have it filled out, but you should have it filled out. I'm moving down to problems 1 through 4. There will be 2 like this on the test. One will be a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and one will be a 45, 45, 90. Now the trick to this is to draw yourself that unit triangle. So I have this right triangle here and it's a 30, 60, 90. Well, I know that my short leg is across from the 30-degree angle. And that's going to be my X, or my start point. And because it's a 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90, it has that 3 out in front. I know I'm going to multiply by square root of 3 to find the long leg. Then I also want you to notice that 30 times 2 is 60. And that times 2 goes right along the hypotenuse. So to find our hypotenuse, we just times the short leg by 2. Now, another way you can look at this is to think of the hypotenuse, or I'm going to call it hype, is the short leg times 2. The long leg, I'm just going to call it long, is the short leg times the square root of 3. Alright, well let's look at one. Let's look at number 1, for instance. Here they give us the short leg. We know that because it's across from the 30-degree angle, and it's 10. Well, to find my hypotenuse, I'm just going to do the short leg, or x, times 2. Well, 10 times 2 is 20. So x equals 20. Now to find the long leg, I'm just going to do the short leg times 3, or x times 3, times the square root of 3 in our unit triangle. Well, the short leg is 10, and if we multiply it by the square root of 3, we can just leave it in simplest radical form, which is 10 square roots of 3. So y is 10 square roots of 3. Now if we look at number 2, it's also a 30, 60, 90. I know that because 180 minus 90 is 90, and 90 minus 60 leaves us 30. This time, though, they gave us the hypotenuse. Well, if we want to think of this in a certain way, we can say we're going to move backwards, kind of. We're going to go from 2x to x, from the hypotenuse to the short leg. Well, to do that, I need to divide by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my short leg, which this time is y, is 2. Well, now that I have the short leg, the rest is pretty simple. I just times by the square root of 3 to find the long leg. So 2 times the square root of 3 in simplest radical form is 2 square roots of 3. So x equals 2 square roots of 3.